Good afternoon to all. We are discussing the regular expression. So in the regular expression, already we have seen the definition of regular expression, the identities or the rules of the regular expression means how to solve the regular expression examples or how to check the equivalence of the regular expression with the help of identity rules of the regular expression. Also, we have seen the write the regular expression for the given language. A language is given, and we have to write the regular expression for the given language. And the conversely, meaning is that the expression is given, regular expression is given, and it is asked to write down the language for that particular expression. That also we have seen. Now, in the today's session, we are going to discuss the finite automata and the regular expression. The finite automata and the regular expression means construction of finite automata from the given regular expression using the direct method. This particular topic we are going to discuss in the today's session. So let us see the relationship between the finite automata and the regular expression. As already we have discussed that the language, any language can be represented with the help of regular expression with the help of finite automata. So finite automata is nothing but the graphical representation of the language, whereas the regular expression is nothing but the mathematical model designed for that particular language. So see here, the regular expression approach to describing a language is fundamentally different from that of finite automata approach, because finite automata, it is the graphical representation, and your regular expression is the mathematical representation. However, these two notations, that is FA, finite automata, and regular expression, turn out to represent exactly the same set of languages, which are called as the regular language or the formal language. We also call it as a regular language. Already we have seen that the language denoted or the described by the regular expression, it is called as the regular language. It is called as the regular language. Every language defined by one of the automata means the language, any language which is defined or the described by the automata, either it is a DFA, either it is a NFA with epsilon moves or NFA without epsilon, it is also defined by the regular expression. It is also defined by the regular expression. Meaning is that for every language there is a automata exist, and if the automata is exist, definitely there is a regular expression. We can write the regular expression for that particular language. So you can have the NFA with epsilon moves, you can have NFA without epsilon moves, as well as you can have the DFA, and you can for that particular language. So for the same set of language, for the same set of strings, we can write down the regular expressions. We can write down the regular expression. So every language defined by a regular expression is defined by one of these automata. Conversely, so it is the converse statement that if the language is defined by the regular expression, then definitely it has automata. We can draw an automata. We can draw its graphical representation for that particular language. So see the relationship between the finite automata and the regular expression in this diagram. So regular expression, we can have a regular expression for a particular language L. So this NFA, we can write NFA or we can draw NFA with epsilon moves for that particular language. Now this NFA with epsilon moves, it can be converted into NFA without epsilon moves. You know this thing, we know the process how to convert. Already we have seen how to convert this NFA with epsilon moves to the NFA without epsilon moves, and from this NFA without epsilon moves, it can be converted into DFA. That is nothing but your deterministic finite automata. That is nothing but your DFA, right? These steps also we know that how to convert NFA without epsilon moves to DFA, or we can directly convert NFA with epsilon moves to DFA, right? Already we have seen all this conversion, how this conversion takes place, and this DFA, we can write down the regular expression for that particular DFA. We can write the regular expression for that deterministic finite automata. So this one can say it is nothing but the language L. This language L, it is described by, it can be described by your regular expression. For the regular expression, you can draw NFA with epsilon moves. First step is to draw NFA with epsilon moves. Then NFA with epsilon moves, you can convert that into without epsilon moves. And this NFA without epsilon moves, you can have the DFA for that particular regular expression. Getting this point? So for any language, you can have this particular things, and all these are equivalent. We can say that this DFA, it is equivalent to NFA without epsilon moves, which is equivalent to NFA with epsilon moves, which is equivalent to the given a regular expression. Suppose if I take a regular expression like this, a plus b bracket raised to star closure of that particular regular expression, then for that expression I can have NFA without with epsilon moves, then same can be converted into NFA without epsilon moves, and for this we can draw the deterministic finite automata. All are equivalent. All are equivalent. Getting this point? So let us see the step-by-step process, how we can have conversion of this, or getting this point. So finite automata and regular expression. See here. Now you have the given, the first point is that the regular expression is given to us and we have to draw the automata. So our first aim is that it is using a simple method, using a simple method. The regular expression is given, and we have to draw the automata. So there are some rules. There are some one can say that there are some rules we have to follow while drawing the automata by using a regular expression. So see this. So regular expression, it may be in the form of R. So regular expression R, it is called as, it is a epsilon. It is an empty string. Or if it is a phi, it is nothing but the null regular expression, null string regular expression, or R equal to A. Yes, this is, there is one symbol or one letter, it is A, that is called as a regular expression. So three types of 1, 2, and 3. Three different types of regular expressions are there. So for this type of regular expression, how to draw the automata, how to draw the graph of automata or the transition diagram. So see one by one. So this is the first case. So R equal to epsilon. So I can have, so R equal to epsilon. This is drawn with the help of a finite Q0 and call it as a final state. Draw the two concentric circle. You know that how to draw the final state. So Q0, one arrow marking to this Q0, that is final state, or you can write it as a QF. It is a final state. So this is the picture, or this is the diagram for this R equal to epsilon regular expression. You have to remember, all these are the basic building blocks. These are the basic building block for converting the regular expression into finite automata. So what we have to do here, we have to convert a regular expression into finite automata. Means suppose expression is given like this: a plus b bracket raised to star plus a, plus a raised to plus, or a raised to star. So for this regular expression, how to draw the automata? So for that, we must know how to draw the states, because automata, as everybody knows, that automata consist of your states and their transitions, So these are the basic steps, just like your identity rules, for the regular expression. So while drawing automata from the regular expression, these are the rules. This is rule number 1 that we have to always remember, that we have to always follow. So for a regular expression R equal to epsilon, so they just draw this one. That is nothing but this is nothing but my this is nothing but automata for the regular expression R equal to epsilon. Getting this point? Now, second automata, how I can draw the automata for R equal to phi? So it is given like this: R equal to phi is nothing but your Q0. Your start state is Q0, and your final state is, say for example, QF is there, or Q1 is your final state, mark with a double circle. But there is no connection. It is that phi. That's why it is called as a phi. It is a null string, or it is a null string, or it is a null transition. So if your regular expression consists of R equal to phi type of expression, then you have to draw the automata in this way. Say for example, Q0, I will draw here, and I will draw here QA, but there is no transition exists between both the states. So this is for regular expression R equal to phi, and this is for regular expression R equal to epsilon, the first one. Now the third case, that is R equal to A. If the regular expression is of the type R equal to A, then how to draw the automata? The method is like this. See here on the screen carefully, and remember this, how to draw. So I have the regular expression. So I draw here Q0. And on input A, this is nothing but my final state, QF or Q1, whatever it may be. So this is the correct way to draw the automata for R equal to A. So remember this thing, for expression of the type, regular expression of the type A, because A is one regular expression. A is a regular expression, and I have to draw the automata. I have to draw the finite automata for this. So two states will be there, Q0. And see here, the number of states, there is a no limitations. How many number of states I can take here? There is no transition limit, but we have to apply the logic here. So Q0 on input A. So consider it as input A go to QF final state, or it may go to Q1 state, right? So this is for this one, two, and third. Now what happen if the expression is of the type A plus B, or if the expression is of the type A dot B, or if the expression is of the type A raised to star or A raised to plus. So for each operator, we have a separate drawing of the automata. We have the separate drawing of the automata. Let us see this. So union of regular expression, that is R1 plus R2, or you have A plus B. This is a union of regular expression 1 and regular expression 2. So if such type of regular expressions are there, then how to draw the automata? So method is fixed, and the method is like this. There are parallel path must be exist while drawing the automata. So how this parallel path are there? So see the diagram carefully. See this diagram carefully for R1 plus R2, or this is nothing but your A plus B, or it may be 0 plus 1, or it may be anything. Regular expression. If the regular expression is of the type 0 plus 1 or A plus B, so R1, A called as R1, or 0 called as R1, and B is nothing but your R2. So see here, Q0, you have to take the states Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4, and finally is the Q5. It may be final state, or it may not be a final state. And this is here R1 you have to take here, and R2 you have to take here. So you can take here A, and you can take here B, or you can take here 0, or you can take here 1. And from Q0 to Q1 you have the epsilon transition. From Q2 to Q5 you have the epsilon transition. And for the same for this Q0 to Q3 is epsilon 1, and Q4 to Q5 it is epsilon transition. Now why this is the method how to draw. This is the correct method how to draw the diagram, the finite automata diagram for the union of regular expression. If the regular expression is of the format A plus B or 0 plus 1, we can call it as a R1 plus R2. So we have to take the parallel path while drawing the automata. So how the parallel paths are to be taken here? So Q0, go on epsilon, then go, take the state Q1, then it is nothing but your A, then it is nothing but your Q2, then go to the final state, that is Q5. Then from Q0 I have to go to the Q3 state, and then I have to go to the Q4 state, and finally this one. So A and B. So B, what is the significance of symbol B? Significance of symbol plus. So plus is nothing but your OR operator. OR operator means your parallel path, means either. So meaning is that in a simple word we can describe that either this expression it may go on this particular path, or it may go on, means either on A path or either on B path. Getting this point? Because it is a union operator, or it is nothing but the OR operator, means that is a parallel one. Means either R1 it will follow, or it will follow R2. Either it will follow A, or either it will follow B. Either it will follow 0, either it will follow 1. Getting this point? Union means in the sense that you have to see the parallel path you have to draw the parallel path while drawing the automata. So Q0 epsilon, and this particular epsilon, you have to mark the epsilon. You have to mark remaining transitions. You have to compulsorily mark with the epsilon sign. So this is nothing but your ENFA. Means what we are drawing, actually we are drawing NFA with epsilon mu or ENFA. So if this regular expression is like this, A plus B, so what is drawn here, it is nothing but your ENFA, epsilon NFA, right? NFA that contains epsilon mu. So this is nothing but Q0, epsilon, then Q1 A, Q2, then epsilon Q5, then again Q0 on epsilon Q3. Here is B, from Q0 again epsilon to Q5. So A and B are in parallel. They are A or B in parallel because we are using OR operator, or we are using the union operator. So remember this diagram you have to remember. This is a very important diagram, because whenever you find such a type of expression 0 plus 1, then you have to use this particular diagram as it is. You have to draw this diagram as it is. Getting this point? Okay, now let us see for the remaining operators, that is nothing but your concatenation operator or star operator, as well as your plus operator, that is a positive closure. So see here, concatenation of regular expression, that is R1 dot R2, and meaning is that it is nothing but your capital A and D. It is nothing but your capital A and D. A and D means what? Yes, both the terms are required. That is both the terms R1 dot R2 means AB, or you have 0 1, or you have 1 0. right? So if this is the case, if the regular expression is of the type this r1 dot r2, then we have to follow the series path in the while drawing the automata. We have to follow the series path. Then how to draw the series path? See here, q0 r1 on q1, epsilon on q2, q2 on r2 goes to q3. And this is the final one, right? So we have to draw. So this is suppose a, and I can have the b here, but epsilon must be there. You have to always write the epsilon wherever there is a no transition. So q0, you take the first regular expression here, then you take the epsilon sign and then take the next expression here. So this is nothing but this is called as your series path. This is called your series path because both the expressions are compulsory. Both the expressions are and capital and. That's why it is taken in the series path. But in case of a plus b, that means a or b. That's why they are taken in a parallel path. They are taken in a parallel path. Getting this point? So remember this diagram also, because this you require while drawing the regular expression or while converting the regular expression to the finite automata. Now come to the next one, that is closure of the regular expression denoted by r1 raised to star. So for this type of regular expression, how to draw the automata? See the method. So this is the way how to draw the automata. So see the states here. So means it contains how many states? Such type of expression, it must contain q0, q1, q2, q3. These are the 4 states it contains. And see their transitions carefully. See the transitions carefully. Start with q0. Take first epsilon transition, then from q1. Now take this r, whatever it may be. Say for example, if it is a raised to star, if it is a raised to star, then take a here instead of r1. Then go to q2, from q2 to q3, epsilon transition. Now observe this transition, q2 to q1. This transition is on epsilon, and there is a transition from q0 to q3. It is also on epsilon. This is nothing but the, suppose it is asked to draw finite automata for a star, then this entire states, all 4 states are required. All 4 states are required when it is for single a raised to star regular expression. Getting this point? So in case of a dot b, these all 4 states are compulsorily required. In case of a raised to star, again these 4 states with the transitions. When you write here a, so a must be again this particular state transition must be gone to the previous states with the epsilon transition, right? And from starting state q0, there is one transition on epsilon to the last state, that is nothing but q3. So you have to remember, you have to by heart this state series path. If the expression is of the type a plus b, if the expression of the type a raised to star, and if what happen, how to draw the automata diagram for the positive closure of the regular expression, that is nothing but your r plus, that is nothing but your r raised to plus. See the diagram, how to draw the diagram for this. So this is the way. So this and these two figures are same. Positive closure and the clean closure, that is star closure, are same. Only the thing is that this transition is not here. So whatever this transition which is in this figure, it is not mentioned here. But rest of the things are same. So you have this epsilon transition. Then here you can write here a, then epsilon, and again this transition with the epsilon entity. Getting this one? So just see it carefully, observe it carefully, understand it carefully, so so that you can draw easily the finite automata from the given regular expression. So meaning is that if I have the r1 dot r2, if the expression are like this, so I have to take the 4 state q0, q1, q2, q3, and their transitions. A must be here, then epsilon, and there must be b, right? Suppose I have the transition, if I have the regular expression, that is nothing but the star closure, then I have to take q0, q1, q2, q3, 4 state again, and with their transition like this, and a must be here, so that this becomes my a raised to star automata. And if my expression is like this, a raised to plus, if the regular expression is like this, then I have to draw the diagram, automata diagram q0, q1, q2, q3, and with the transition like this, epsilon, then here is a, then here is epsilon again, and this is epsilon transition in this way. So remember all whatever, so just go through it once again so that it will becomes easy to draw the automata for the given regular expression. So see this. So first point is that if the regular expression is equal to epsilon, so this is the diagram. This is the way how to draw the automata. If the regular expression is of the type phi, that is the null strings, and this is the particular diagram for this. Now, if the regular expression is just a single symbol or a single character, then also you have to draw Q0 on A, go to Q1. This is the diagram for this, correct? Now, if the regular expression is of the type R1 plus R2, A plus B, so I have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, total 6 states and 6 transitions are required. So here instead of R1, you just put it here A, and here you just put B, and rest of all the transitions you make it as a epsilon transitions, right? So this is the case with union operator, or you take the parallel path, it is the or operator, right? Means either it will follow A path or either it will follow the B path, right? Then next is nothing but your concatenation operator. So for if the concatenation operator is there in the regular expression, then I have to follow the series path. There series path must get followed here. So for again, suppose A dot B is there, A dot B. So take here A, take here B, and in between transition, mark it as epsilon Q0, Q1, Q2, and Q3. And if the transition contains, if the expression contains closure of the regular expression, that is r raised to star, or here for example a raised to star I can take here. So for that I have to take again 1, 2, 3, 4 states. 4 states are to be taken here, and instead of R1 I can take here A, and rest of all other transitions they are marked as epsilon. And there is one more transition, there are 2 additional transitions from Q2 to Q1 and from Q0 to Q3. These 2 transitions you have to keep in the mind always while drawing the A star. And for the positive closure, it is similar to your star closure, but only one epsilon transition is not there. This particular transition, it is not included here, right? So, and rest of all the transitions are same. Rest of all transitions are epsilon transition, and A is from Q1 to Q2. Getting this point? So with this, all these basic concepts, all these basic rules to draw the automata for the given regular expression, let us start to draw the automata for the regular expression. We'll see some examples here. Conversion of regular expression to finite automata. Construct the NFA. Construct the NFA. The question is like this: NFA for the regular expression b plus b a raised to star. The regular expression is given here, that is b plus b dot a raised to star, that is closure operator. Now let us start constructing. Let the expression r, that is regular expression r, equal to b plus b dot a raised to star can be broken into r1 and r2. This you can be break into r1. This becomes your r1, and this particular field becomes your r2. So see here. So r equal to r1 plus r2, that's equal to where r1 equal to b and r2 equal to b dot a raised to star. So for r1, now you got here b. So for b, you can easily draw the automata diagram. So how to draw the automata for b? So this is the way. You take the state q1, transition to q2 on the input symbol b. This is a simple transition for b. Now for r2, this r2 can be further distributed in the r3 and r4. Now make it as r3, and this is r3, and this you make it as r4. So R3 is nothing but your small b again, and R4 is nothing but your a raised to star, right? So R3 is b. So for R3, you can draw it very easily. So see here for R3. So this is the diagram for R3. So this is nothing but your R3, right? So Q3 on B, go to Q4 state, and for R4, now R4 is your a raised to star, and a raised to star means already we have seen how to draw the automata for the star closure. So this is the diagram for the star closure, that we take the state. Now observe the states which we taken here. Start with Q1. Don't start with Q0. You start with Q1, then go to Q2. Then for the next expression, that is R3, this is for R1. Now for R3, you take Q3, Q4. Now for the next expression, means we are solving it by step by step. We go on solving it by step. So always start with Q1, then Q2, then next Q3, Q4. And for R4, you start with Q5, Q6, Q7, Q8. Okay, and the format is like this: Q7 to Q6, and from Q5 to Q8 transition. And these are all our epsilon transition. These are all our epsilon transition, and only one is A is your for your A raised to star. Right. This is the diagram. This is the automata for R4. Right now Q8 are over. Now what do we have to do here? We have to combine it. We have to combine it. So first get it for R2. R2 is nothing but your R3 dot R4 means you have to take dot means what? It is nothing but your series operator. You have to take it in a series way. Take it in a series way. So hence R2 equal to R3 dot R4, and dot meaning is that you have to get into the series. Means these two diagram you have to attach, join it in a series way. Join in a series means dot. So see here Q3 on B, Q4. This is the diagram. Then make one arrow here. Means you are joining. Actually, you are joining to part of the automata. Again, so definitely it is on a epsilon. So put it a epsilon transition only. Put it a epsilon transition. Then Q5 as it is. Then Q6, Q7, Q8. And all the states are remaining as it is. There is a transition from Q5 to Q8, Q7 to Q6, and this is the A. So they just join this one and this one. Just join this and this. Okay. So just take this particular automata here, or particular part of the automata here, and this particular part of automata here, and this is the epsilon that is joining these two particular part. This epsilon transition from Q4 to Q5, just join it with epsilon, and rest of all the things are same. Rest of all the things are same. And why we take it in a series? Why we take it in a series way? Because this is your dot operator, that is nothing but your AND operator, and AND says that you have to go for the series path. It says that we have to go for the series path. Already we have seen that if it is a dot B, then definitely we have to go for this thing. Right. Now R2 is clear here. So we have drawn up to R2. Now we have to draw for R1 plus R2. Now plus means what? What is the significance of plus? It is a union operator, and union operator says that you have to follow the parallel path. Means this particular entity, this particular path, see here carefully, Q1, Q2, this part is nothing but your R1, this particular part is nothing but R1, and this Q3 to Q8, this part is nothing but your R2. These two part must be in a parallel way. They must be in a parallel way. They must be in a parallel way, because there is a plus sign, or there is a union operator between R1 and R2. So parallel transition means, already we have seen this, how to draw the parallel transitions. So see here how it has been drawn. So hence R equal to R1 plus R2. So just join this. So this part, so see the diagram. Final NFA with epsilon moves for the given regular expression, right? So Q1, Q2, so Q1, Q2, this is our R1 part, and the rest of the part is nothing but your R2 part, right? So just we are combining, and it is nothing but in a parallel, we are combining it a parallel. So parallel way means what? Just take one state Q0. That's why don't take Q0 in the earlier state, because you require Q0. Then you take Q0 epsilon transition to Q3, just join it here with epsilon. Q0 join with epsilon to this Q1, and Q2 epsilon to Q9 state, and from Q8 state one epsilon transition to Q9 state. So this is already you have done here. You have to just join, and here for join you have to make your Q0 at the start state and at the final state here, addition of two state, that is start state and the final state, and just join in a parallel way, because it is a plus R1 plus. This is a union operator. That's why it is marked as a parallel transition. Okay, so this is the way how this regular expression, that is B plus B a raised to star, it is being converted into NFA, that is epsilon NFA, right? This is the correct way to draw the NFA, and this is one method. This is the one method. We have to see the another method also, and that is called as indirect. That is called as the direct. This method is called as your indirect. Indirect means, in the sense, we are indirectly converting. Means we are, with the help of epsilon moves, we are converting our regular expression to the NFA or finite automata. But in case of direct method, we are directly converting the regular expression to the automata. That also we are going to see. Now let us go to the another example. Construct the NFA for regular expression. Now the regular expression is given here: a raised to star plus b raised to star. So again, the same way we are following here. Let the expression r equal to a raised to star plus b raised to star can be broken into r1 and r2 as how to break this r equal to r1 plus r2, where r1 equal to a raised to star and r2 equal to b raised to star. And how to draw for for r1, how to draw the automata, how to draw the diagram for r1, that we know it, that take the state q1, q2, q3, q4, right? So all the four states we have taken, their transitions are marked, and just just mark these symbols, that is epsilon and a. So this is nothing but your epsilon transition. This is again epsilon 1. This one is epsilon. This one is again epsilon. This is nothing but your a for a raised to star. This is the figure. This is the diagram for the a raised to star. Now for R2, there is nothing but your B star, or the so for this B star. So take Q5, Q6, Q7, Q8. All the states are drawn here. Now just put up the actual transitions. So epsilon transition, and here is the B. Okay. Now R1 and R2 are drawn here. So you have to join with the help of this union operator or the OR operator. Means these two figure, or these two parts must be in a parallelly connected. These two parts must be connected in parallelly. So how it is? So see here, r equal to r1 plus r2, that is equal to a star plus b star. So for plus, take q0 is one state. So just take one more state q0. So this part will come here, and this particular part will come here. So q5, q6, q7, q8. So q5, q6, q7, q8, take it here, and here q1, q2, q3, q4, q1, q2, q3, q4. Just take this part is here. This is your r1, this is your r2. You just introduce new state, a new two state, that is nothing but your q0 and q9. You have to just introduce the new state, and now mark the transitions. You have to mark the transitions. So see here. So these are the transitions. So epsilon, so q0, epsilon, of course it is epsilon transition. So second is also epsilon transition, and this is as it is, as given in this particular figure, right? A star and B star. So this is the final automata for this particular expression, a raised to star plus b raised to star. This is the final automata, correct automata, right? And it is a NFA. It is of course it is a NFA with epsilon transition. Now once you got the NFA with epsilon transition here, now you can convert this NFA to without epsilon transition, as well as you can convert it into the DFA. The method you know it very well, how to convert this automata into the DFA or NFA without epsilon transition. That already we have discussed, right? Now see the next example. Third one, construct the NFA for regular expression 0 plus 1 bracket raised to star. Construct the NFA for expression 0 plus 1 bracket raised to star. Let the expression r equal to 0 plus 1. Now we will take r equal to 0 plus 1, where r1 equal to 0 and r2 equal to 1. So the same case, now for r1 and r2, for 0 and 1, a very simple method to draw the automata. So for r1, q1, transition q2 on 0 transition, and for R2 we have the transitions from Q3 to Q4 on input equal to 1, right? So on these two transitions, they are plus. Plus means again a union operator, means it is a or, that is nothing but you have to draw the parallel path. So parallelly means these two state must be in a parallel way. So see here, one introduce new state Q0, parallel Q1, Q2 and Q3, Q4, and another new state is nothing but Q5. And just write down the symbol epsilon 0 1 as it is, right? And what do you have to take here? This is r is nothing but your 0 plus 1 only, 0 plus 1. This diagram is for 0 plus 1. One more transition is remaining, that is nothing but your star closure. You have to take the star closure of r. So this is nothing but entire r, this is nothing but your total r, this is your total r. And what you have to take here, you have to take the closure of this r. So closure of this r we will take in this way. See here. So this is the way to take the closure of the entire. So make it as an entire entity. This will become your 0 plus 1 become entire 1. So Q0 now from Q1, from Q6 we have transition to Q1 state, and from Q0 there is a transition to Q7 state, and rest of all the transitions are same. Rest of all the transitions are same here, right? So this is the way to draw for 0 plus 1 bracket raised to star. This is the NFA with epsilon moves for the regular expression 0 plus 1 bracket raised to star. Getting this point? So this method is called as the indirect method, where we are taking use of, or where we are making use of epsilon symbol or epsilon transition while drawing the NFA. Right. Now let us see the next point, that is conversion of regular expression to finite automata using direct method. Now the direct method is given here, means regular expression is given and directly we have to convert it into the automata. So how it is, see it. Construct the finite automata for the regular expression using the direct method. So direct method, the steps are given. So this method is a direct method for obtaining finite automata for given regular expression. This method is also called as a subset method. This is called as a subset because meaning is that the expression, given regular expression, we are dividing that expression into subset and subset, right? So that's why it is called as a subset method. The method is given below. So see this one. The first step, design a transition diagram for a given regular expression using NFA with epsilon moves. So first we have to design the transition diagram directly from the regular expression. Then you have to convert this NFA with epsilon moves to NFA without epsilon moves. And then you have to convert this NFA, obtain NFA to equivalent DFA. So this is the method, and this is called as the direct method. So up till now what we have seen, this is indirect way. We are making use of epsilon sign, but here directly given expression is given and directly we start drawing the finite automata. See it carefully, look it carefully and try to understand it, right? So see this example. The first example is construct the finite automata for a regular expression. Direct method. So directly take the expression, take the two states. Step number 1, see here, step number 1. See it carefully. Q0, take the expression as it is, 0, 1 raised to star plus 1, 0. Any final state, QF, mark it as a final state. This is the first step. Directly, because we are we are constructing the automata directly from the given regular expression. Now we have to, second step is to bifurcate this. Second step is to bifurcate this particular transition. So how to bifurcate it? So see here, step number 2. So 0 plus 1, you just split this. Plus sign is nothing but your OR sign. Plus sign is nothing but your union sign. So that's why this union sign, you have make the two paths here. 0 plus 1 is on one path and 1, 0 is on another path. So give the name it as a Q1 state, and the QF state, that is nothing but the final state remains as it is, right? So this is the step number 2. So we are drawing the automata. Remember, we are drawing the automata from the expression, and it is nothing but your direct method. We are not making use of epsilon transitions or any other conventional one. This is the direct one. Now step number 3, further bifurcate it, further solve it. Step number 3 and step number 4. In step number 3, so 0 plus 1. So see this 0 plus 1, we have bifurcated Q0 on epsilon Q1. Now 0, because it is a 0, you take it as a self loop on Q1, epsilon Q2, 1 to Q3, and 1, 0, they are further bifurcated on Q0 on 1 go to Q4, Q4 on 0 go to Q5. Getting this point or not? So meaning is that what we are doing here, we are directly writing Q0 on epsilon go to Q1 and your 0. So this 0 it is taken here on Q1 self transition. Q1 on epsilon goes to Q2 and Q2 on 1 goes to Q3 state, and it is marked as a final state. So same here, and this particular branch we have completed. Now draw for this branch 1 and 2, 1 and 0. So for 1, Q0 on 1 go to Q4 and Q4 on 0 go to Q5 and mark is the final state, right? So this is the thing. And now further it is drawn, further it is refined like this. See here, further this figure is refined like this. Q0 on 0 and Q0 on 0 goes to Q0 and Q0 on 1 goes to Q1 here, Q0. And so this, so you remove these epsilon symbols here. All the epsilon symbols are removed now. And Q0 on 1 goes to Q2 and Q2 on 0 goes to Q3. So only 4 states are remaining here. So minimization of states, we are minimizing states. We are removing this epsilon, no need of this epsilon symbol here. So Q0 directly we take as a self loop. here this so instead of q1 we are making it here on q0, we are calling it as a q0, 1 on q2, on 0 on q3, and this one is nothing but this one now becomes my 1 and q0 on 1 transition. So reduce the steps, reduce the number of transitions, and reduce the number of states here. So direct, so and this one, so this particular branch is nothing but your 0 1 raised to star, and this particular branch is nothing but your 1.0, because it is in a series. This is in a series, that's why 1.0, and 0.1 star is also in a series, but this 0 raised to 0 1 star plus 1 0, they are in a parallel. That's why these are the two branches. These are the two branches for that particular automata. Getting this point. So this is the direct method. You have to just practice it. You have to just practice a little bit so that you can able to draw directly from the given regular expression. You have to observe expression carefully, and one by one, step by step, you have to draw it. Right. Now let us go for the next example. Using the direct method, construct the finite automata for the regular expression given here b into bracket a plus b bracket raised to star a. Step number 1, again directly start with the step number 1. See here, so take q0, write down the entire expression here, total expression here, to the qf, that is nothing but the final state. Step number 2, just now try to bifurcate it. So q0 b q1, so you separated this b here because it is a dot, and a, this is again dot, you separate a, so a is separated here and b is separated here, and state you can add as much you want here, you can add the number of states here, right? But only the thing, at the final answer your state must be minimum, the transition must be minimum, there must not be any epsilon transition while drawing using the direct method. This is the second step. And step number 3, further we bifurcate it, further we optimize it. We can better way we can say that a plus b bracket raised to star means any occurrences of a and any occurrences of b. So for that the self loop is taken here, and a and b are taken here, and these states are now reduced to q0 on b, q1. So a and b, that is nothing but the star symbol, they are having any number of occurrences of a and b, that's why they are taken as self loop. And from this q1 you just take a, that go to the final state, that will go to the final state. Getting this point? So this is the way how to draw the automata step by step using the direct method. So this is the way. So first write down the entire expression, then bifurcate it in three different one can say transitions, and further try to bifurcate it. A plus b raised to star means occurrences that can be written, they can be written with the help of this a comma b, the self loop, right? Let us see one more example. Construct the finite automata for the regular expression. Now see, the regular expression is 1 0 bracket raised to star dot 101 dot 01 bracket raised to star, right? So 1 0 star dot 101 dots here, these are the three different we can bifurcate it in here itself in a three different parts. That is 1 0 star is one part, 101 is another part, and 01 bracket raised to star is another part. So accordingly we start drawing the automata. See here, step 1, so write down the entire equation, or write down the entire expression across the transition q0, this expression on this qf final state. Step number 2, try to bifurcate it. So bifurcate this thing, 1 0 raised to star here. First take one transition for this one. Now 101 remains here, and 01 raised to star here. So q2 on up to qf, right? So this one, it is further bifurcated. Now try to bifurcate this particular automata, right? So in step number 3, we will have like this. So 1 0 raised to star means any occurrences of 1 and 0. So you can have the self loop of 1 comma 0, q0 on 1 0 1, you just split it 1 0 1 here, and 0 1 raised to star means you have any occurrences of 0 1. So always star we are taking here self loop. For star we have to take here self loop or the self transition. So this is the final automata for the expression given regular expression, that is q0, the self transition on 1 as well as on 0. So then you have 1 on q1, q1 on 0 go to q2, q2 on 1 go to q3 or q final, and you have the 0 1, the self transition on the final state itself. So this is the direct method. to draw the finite automata from the given regular expression, right? Okay, so this today's session, what we have learned or what we have discussed, the finite automata and the regular expression, the construction of finite automata from a regular expression using indirect method with the help of our the rules of the automata and the regular expression. And finally, we have also seen the construction of finite automata from regular expression using direct method. The regular expression is given and directly we start drawing the automata for the given regular expression. These 3 points we have covered in this today's session. The outcome is nothing but is to write the mathematical expression for the formal languages, and the reference book, always you have to refer the standard reference book. Okay, so let us stop here for the today's session.